Black History Month, Thursday. It is the Divine Mermaid Oracle. How is everyone doing? Listen here. If you are tapping into your intuition and your spirituality, and you want to have a trifecta of healing, let me put you up on game. This is a stress relief and self-care card, and they talked about aligning your chakras, and that is absolutely beautiful. There are certain things you can do to assist that. Take an egg cleanse. You follow that up with a spiritual bath, and then you smudge your body and your home. And yeah, that will chase, you can screenshot that. That will chase the bad juju away. So I hope everyone's doing well. I have a channeled message for somebody who is a reggaeton artist. Listen, they started giving me the background there. Okay, so he's from his family, they live on the East Coast. They sound like they live in New York. You will know, sometimes they tell me exactly who it is, and actually show me who. But so he's a reggaeton artist. He lives on the East Coast. You will know if this is for you. He's the most financially successful person in his family. But his mother, his grandmother, and his sisters specifically have been taking advantage of him for years. And actually not only taking advantage of his kindness, but they have been financially stealing from him as well. If that were not bad enough, his grandmother has taught his mother how to be a witch, and they have taught now his sister. And they have every woman he has ever dated, and the woman that he has a child with, who was not biologically his child, which he also discovered, their mother has chosen every woman that he slept with. Even the woman that he was cheating with is a friend, unbeknownst to him, of the fake child's mother. So this was a conversation I heard in the ethers. So he has been footing the bill for his niece or nephew. I don't know why a 2-year-old needs like a $5,000 or more budget for a birthday party. Okay, it's ridiculous. So what the sister has been doing is, there's several men that think they are the father of this child anyway, so she gets money from them and she pockets that, and then the money that she gets from her brother, she uses for Botox or for BBLs or to buy purses or whatever else, unbeknownst to him. But he has been pulling back his energy because he has been doing some of these things, and so his third eye and his intuition has been increasing, right? And she went ahead and she charged a lot of money on her credit card. And I heard, and she owes people money. So maybe she's on drugs too. I don't know. But this is what I heard her saying. She was like, he hasn't given me the money yet. I can't pay you. He hasn't given me the money yet. And so his sister and his mother had a phone conversation. This is a different conversation. Actually, no, let me go back. So the sister owes people money. The sister owes, I don't know, she got involved with some bad people. But she always used her brother's name as, I'm so-and-so's sister. That's the only reason they didn't cut her throat as of yet. But when they find out that the brother has nothing to do with her anymore and she can't use him for clout, she is probably already on the run. Okay, that's one background story. So she was talking to her brother. Oh, she didn't. Okay, her brother was over at his mom. Okay, the brother was over at mommy's, right? And he did leave. So he was visiting. It could be Sunday dinner, and I think he stopped eating Sunday dinner. He started to just visit. Maybe he saw one of my videos or somebody else. They've been putting blood and shit in his food to keep him like, wanting to always give to them and whatever. So he did leave, but he thought he forgot something. And he cracked the door a little bit, and he heard his mother and his abuela and his sister talking about him like a dog. Talking about him like a dog. And then maybe he saw one of my videos, or he saw somebody else's videos, and he is not with the shits. And he pulled back his energy 100%. I mean, he pays all his mother's bills, all his grandmother's bills, and he pretty much paid his sister's bills. But like I said, he pretty much cut him off and stopped going over. He kept saying he's in the studio or he's traveling, and it was a lie. They know it's a lie because unbeknownst to him, they have him followed in surveillance. Oh, and then he also found out that the woman he was engaged to, no longer, she was his op, and that she was friends with his mom, and that they're in a covenant. He learned everything. Anyway, so the sister called him up. And she was saying, have we missed you? She's like, hey, big bro, how are you? We haven't seen you. You haven't come by the house. We miss you. Come for Sunday dinner. Blah, 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 blah. And he didn't say anything. And she's like, oh, we're having the birthday for so-and-so. You're going to come, right? He did not respond. He only picked up because he wanted to know what she was saying. And he was recording the conversation. And then she was like, so I would really appreciate if you could help me out again this year by giving me money for the party, because I don't, my situation. He's like, no, I don't. What's your situation? And she was shocked by that. And then he said, well, I have to pay for studio time. I have a lot of expenses myself. Thanks for asking. He was like, you should ask you and his father can manage his party. He's only 5. You guys could have something, casual this year at the house. It doesn't need to be a big blowout. It's been, that you've been able to have on my money. I'm not handing out any free checks this year. And she was shocked. And she says out loud, because she's so effing so you're not going to give me the money? Are you serious? I mean, she's, her mask started to fall a little bit, and then she realized she still needed his money. And that's and then he says, you could probably get it from so-and-so, the woman who he was engaged to, because I know that that's your friend, and you sent her to my bed. She didn't say anything. She hung up the phone so fast, honey. She hung up the phone. I'm calling. This is Mr. Big. How you doing, Mr. What the hell's going on? Something going on in Reggaeton. Let's get a self-care card, because when somebody you care about hurts you, it is very hurtful. Especially, I mean, this is his mother. His mother sent women to his bed. Ew. And they would share his energy, which is like RAPE. Yuck. Mountain meditation, honey. They said, anyway, you're also gaining your strength, and they want you to meditate more. And anytime you feel their nasty energy, you can do one or all 3. But because you've been under heavy spiritual attack, I would suggest smudging your house once a week, especially around the moon cycles. But they're saying that notice how majestic you feel. Breathe in the powerful energy from your meditation. And it says mountain, so it sounds to me, what they're telling me is you've been going into nature, and you're happier, and you've slowed down. Okay, I'm very happy for you. Your mother has been doing magic on you your whole life, unrelentlessly. And oh yeah, oh excuse me, yes, thank you. They said don't forget. And because you cut your mother off financially, they're like, well, if he ain't gonna give us money, oh excuse me, his mother said he's gonna give me money one way or another. And she says, well, if he's not going to marry the puta I chose, then we'll kill him and get life insurance. But he gonna pay up one way or the other. The woman that gave birth to him, I'm not gonna call her mother. That's what she said, and that's what she did. Yes. Mm-mm. Oh, and then my grandmother's the one. I said, Grandma. She's like, oh, my grandma's like, oh, he does reggaeton. I said, Grandma, you know reggaeton? She said, yeah. I'm like, I don't even want to know why my grandmother knows a reggaeton artist. I'm not getting involved with that. I'm going to pull 3 self-care cards for this man. He always had an intuition, but for some men, it's hard for them to imagine that their mother isn't the angel they create in their mind. But if you have to create a false narrative, she ain't shit. I'm just being honest. Just because she has a vagina and you came out of there, or her stomach, does not mean she's a good person. Okay, look at that. I know. Ooh, I'm not saying buy it. They say bailar. Okay, he likes it. He's a good dancer. They say you're a good dancer. Okay, they say you're a good dancer. So, these are your love notes. You're moving differently. You're coming into union with yourself. Okay, that's beautiful. Like I said, you're getting outside. You might have started a garden, and you changed up your diet. Not to say you had a bad diet. I know for me, what I do is I reduce the amount of like my dinner, and then I add more like grapes or strawberries. More fiber, more produce, and I like it. And it all stemmed when you said no. No is one of my favorite. It's an action verb for me, baby. It's an action verb. Congratulations. You know how hurt that man, he sat in his car and he cried when he heard the way his grandmother, and it's not even about the money, but that's just, insult to injury. But the way they talked about him like a dog, like he's a drug dealer pedophile. As a matter of fact, the man that his fiance girlfriend was dealing with is a drug dealer, pedophile. Ain't that some shit? But they love his ass. They're funneling your money to his ass. Okay? Let's pull. This is what you have to look forward to since you walked away from your Diablo family. I mean, people will not believe how, and they're going to talk shit about you to the community. Oh, he left and then he doesn't owe you anything. He bought you a house and then bought you, man, he don't owe you anything. And that's, anyway, 3 cards for this young man. 3 cards for this young man. That's a lot of channel messages from men. Okay, so your family's sad, and it comes out with this. Okay, so a card, they're sad. Ooh, they wanted you to come to the party. It would have been your last party. They were going to poison you and put you in a box and get a life insurance. Because what they were going to do is they were going to poison you. They were already doing spell work on you, and you were supposed to have sex with that girl, and then she was supposed to do something, and then once you ate or drink whatever special they made for you, baby, and they did the spell work, that'd be it. And they'd cry at your funeral. Yes, they would. They had already picked out the clothes at your funeral. Okay, 1 for nourish yourself. Okay, 1 for nourish yourself. Okay, which way did it come? Yes, you already have a victory, because when you love yourself, you're already victorious. You're moving forward. Yeah. Yes. One for dance. Bailamos. Let the music take you out of control. Te quiero. Okay, listen. You're at peace. They're telling me that you do meditation, you do meditate, and I'm not saying that you're a Buddhist, but like me, yeah, Eastern philosophy resonates quite well. You could have been Asian in a former life, you know? Yeah, but look at this. Chai. Your family actually tried to get you. They actually hired a hitter on you, but they were unsuccessful, just so you know. So the life insurance policy was the last thing, but they had somebody, a buddy of yours, come by your house. But you went on tour, you did something. Yeah, oh my goodness. Ooh, that prostitute, she's really a prostitute. She sleeps with a lot of men in the industry. She was supposed to her and her lover is a hitman. The whore and the hitman that's been coming out, they were after me too, honey. Don't worry. Yeah, they're hemmed up. They're the ones that are hemmed up, okay? Yeah, now they on the run. They on the run. Yeah. 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 Yeah, could you imagine that your own mother hired a shooter, a murderer to you because you wouldn't continue to be there. You wouldn't allow them to disrespect you and fund their lifestyle. The only lifestyle they have is what you chose to put them in. Okay, one more love note because, yeah, man, don't play with it. You know what? And this is for somebody else who's a professional athlete. Yeah, we don't owe anyone anything. We do not. So don't be dismayed and feel like you have to give anyone anything. Okay? All right. I will see you on the next video. Take care of yourself.